Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? This is your girl Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, Habari Gani. That means what's the news? And the news today is NIA. It means purpose. So let's talk about what today means and what your purpose is for 2022. So we are multi-streaming on multiple platforms. If you see my eyes shifting, it's because we're on multiple different platforms today as well. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we are on that good old Clubhouse inside of Ebony Business Divas, which is my club. So I'm excited about today. We're in day 5. That means we've been doing this thing for 5 days. Okay, we've been holding Kwanzaa down. We've been celebrating the last week of this year intentionally, and we are inside of the business edition of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a celebration, and we are carrying it forward into our businesses because we absolutely must be intentional when it comes to our businesses and when it comes to how we think and move inside of our businesses in the next year. If we want things to look different, we've got to do some different things. I'm going to say that one more time. If you want things to look different, you must do some different things. And so, inside of the last week of Kwanzaa, this is the time for you to reset. I want you to really think about that, not only physically, but mentally, right? And I also want you to think about your spirit, because when your spirit is heavy and weary, everything else becomes heavy and weary with it. So, I want you to be very intentional about how you think about the next couple of days. And I want you to be very, very clear about what your 2022 is going to look like as we enter this new year when it comes to your business. So just to give you a little bit of backstory, this is day 5 of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a 7-day celebration that begins December the 26th. It runs all the way through to January the 1st. January the 1st is actually my birthday, and this year I will be 52 years. Yes, I said 52 years. Yes, that's how I'm calling it. Okay, Kwanzaa is actually means first fruits, and we definitely got we got inspired, introduced to Kwanzaa all the way back in 1966 with Dr. Malana Karanga, who cultivated this celebration of our heritage and our African American culture. So for me, I've been celebrating Kwanzaa since 1989. I'm super excited about it because it's part of who I am and it's part of my culture. And also, if you're looking at this live, if you're watching the video and you look behind me, you see that I actually have the Kanara set up behind me right here. And normally I have my attire up top. So let me stand up because today I got my attire on the bottom, honey. Got my attire on the bottom. Let me show you what these little what these little workout pants is looking like. Okay. Actually just got back from the Pilates studio. I had to train a client today. And in the DC area, I'm in the DMV. So going back to Kwanzaa, going back to the business edition, going back to how we're able to move this thing through space so that we're being intentional. Every single day, we are celebrating the principles of Kwanzaa, and we've been celebrating the principles of Kwanzaa and aligning it with ways to think differently in terms of your business, right? So when it comes to the colors of Kwanzaa, we have the green, the red, and the black. So the black candle actually represents you, right? In Kwanzaa, it represents the people, but in terms of your business, the black candle represents you because you are the business, right? You are the infrastructure, the birth, the spirit, the essence of your business. And so we're going to take that and really think about everything starts from you. And so on the first day, you light the black candle first, and then you light the rest of the candles with the black candle. So nothing starts without you. right? Then we go back and we talk about the red candle, it stands for the struggle and the bloodshed in the past in our history, right? As African American people. But in business speak, let's talk about the struggles that you've had in 2021 with your business. Let's not forget those struggles. Let's not bury those struggles. Let's not pretend like they didn't happen, because out of those struggles comes triumph. Out of that struggle comes a journey where you're evolving and growing into what you need your business to be in order for it to grow. And the green candles represents the earth, or the abundance of possibility that the future holds. So those green candles in our business represent all the things that we are wishing for in our business to be prosperous. What possibilities can you think of? And so last night I met with my clients for our very last session in 2021, where we mapped out our marketing content calendars for the year of 2022. Because it's super important for you to be able to understand that in order for your business to grow, you must have a plan. You must know what it is that makes sense in your business in order for it to become abundant and in order for it to actually grow. So you've got to really understand what it looks like. And also, when you see it on paper, you also realize there's some things you're focusing on that don't need your attention. And there's some possibilities, there's some room there for you to grow your business in different ways so that you can get to those ultimate goals that you want. So we really want to make sure that we're being intentional when it comes to how we plan. Now, day one, Umoja means unity. And that first day, we talked about not only how can we as business owners and entrepreneurs collaborate and unify together, but how do we make our business work in a unified way? Because sometimes my clients are moving in a way where they're doing one thing, but it's not connected to the abundance, or it's not flowing, or it's not funneling into the other things that you're doing. And in order for your businesses to really work, all things need to be interconnected and running on all cylinders. The second day is Kuji Chakalia, and Kuji Chakalia stands for self-determination. Self-determination marks day two. How do we define ourselves? How do we name ourselves? How do we create for ourselves and speak for ourselves? That's the Kwanzaa definition of Kuji Chakalia. Now, in your business, how do you define yourself? How do you name yourself? How do you create? How do you speak to others about yourselves? And how do others speak about you? Right? There has to be some consistency. And this is a time where we start to tweak the business model, because maybe some things didn't flow well last year. This is an opportunity for us to tweak the business model so that we can redefine ourselves, so that we can rename ourselves, and so that we can recreate for ourselves and speak for ourselves in this new voice with this new vision. So that's day two. Day three is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. It stands for the development and the preservation of Black communities. But how are we developing our businesses? And how are we preserving what we're creating and developing? Are we moving in a way where we're actually pushing forward, or are we moving in a way where everything that we're doing is disjointed from what we created? And there's no preservation for the original premise of the business. There's no preservation of how we are actually meeting the needs of our clients. So let's make sure that we're working intentionally with that. And yesterday, Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics, where we invest in ourselves financially by operating or supporting Black establishments and creating ways to earn profits together. So, how are we collaborating in our business with other entities? How are we reinvesting our profits into other businesses that can help us push our businesses forward? Are we aligning ourselves with other businesses that can fortify our own business into greatness? Or are we reaching for the latest and the greatest because it's the name that stands out for us? When it should be, how do we align ourselves within our community so that we are circulating dollars amongst our community versus not making ourselves stronger by connecting and collaborating with each other. So that was yesterday. And today comes all the way back to NIA. We're talking about purpose, right? What is the purpose that we have in our business, right? The collective vocation, the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. So when I look at this and I'm thinking about my business, I'm actually thinking about, okay, am I really as great as I was when I first started? That's a powerful question that I want to ask each and every one of you. Are you great right now in this purpose? Because if you are great right now in your original purpose of when you started your business, how you wanted to affect change, who you wanted to help, right? Who your ideal clients were, where you needed to show up in the world. If you are very clear and transparent about that right now, in how you're moving and circulating in these internet streets, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. All right. Because that should be what drives us. It's literally our why. It's literally our why. Why did you begin your business? Why did you want to do this entrepreneurial thing? What were the hopes and the dreams that you had for yourself when you started this business? It's our why. So if you've become disconnected from your why, today, Honey Bunches of Oats, is the day that you reconnect with your why. This is a day where you sit back and you go back to your original hope and your original dream for your business. The original dream of how you were going to change lives with your business. Your original why of how you were going to grow and build this legacy of your business. Your original why of how your world would look and feel like as an entrepreneur with this business. Today is where we redefine and we reconnect with our purpose. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about some things that may have brought us to become a little disconnected from our purpose. Let's talk about what happens in business normally when we're working and we become a little we pulled away, like distracted from our original why and purpose of our business. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the game of running a business and what pieces you take and what pieces you leave. Because when you're running a business, it really is about testing out things, throwing things on the wall. That's what that means, right? And sometimes the more we throw things on the wall, the more disconnected we become from our original why. And the other reason why is because we're in our silos working alone. Being an entrepreneur is a lonely space if you allow it to be. If you allow it to disconnect where you're running a business from home, working long hours, not having a team, doing everything on your own, not understanding what needs to come first, right? But you're working on your why the best way you know how, this can help you and to become disconnected because you're moving in a way by yourself without another pair of eyes and ears to say, hey, good job. Or to say, hey, did you think about? Or to say, hey, have you heard of? Right? Because when it comes to building a business, you don't have to do it alone. That's why the first day is Umoja, unity. That's why the third day we're working with Ujima, collective work and responsibility. So every day we're moving towards affirming this system of not doing it alone, cultivating a team, reaching out for help, understanding that you need to have some organizational strategies in order to get to your purpose of your original why you started this business. I'm excited about NIA. Because without that purpose being redefined over and over again, you lose track of what your original why is. And because yesterday we talked about, how to redefine ourselves, right? We talked about that. Doesn't mean that your original why is stuck in stone. Businesses grow and they evolve, right? If we think about McDonald's, for example, and how they started out, they have a whole different look, right? And they test things all the time. They throw out things all the time, but their original why is the same: to create fast, good food when you are busy and on the go. Their target demographic are families. You see families all the time. In their commercials, you'll see busy moms. You'll see busy professionals leaving their jobs after meetings, rushing to another location, but they go there to get a great meal at McDonald's. Their target audience and their why, who they serve, how they serve, and what benefits they slay is consistent in their marketing from the beginning of their inception all the way to today. But they've redefined themselves in quite a few ways. They've tested some things. We won't even give too much talk about the orange soda debacle. Like, who told them to take the orange drink off the menu? So, like, they tried it, okay? They tried it, testing out something. They came out with something different. We was like, we want that original orange drink back on. And guess what? It was back on this year. So they weren't afraid to try some things, to redefine some things, to test some things out, to do some things differently, to show up in a different way. And you should not be afraid of doing that too. It doesn't mean that you are steering away from your purpose. It means that you are testing out how your purpose can be fuller, right? How you can affect change to a greater amount of people. So you cannot be stagnant. You've got to be aware of how to really dig in there and affect change in a way that is going to help people. So I want to share with you my Problem Slayer Academy. The doors are open. And I also want you to understand that inside of the Problem Slayer Academy, we have an abundance of opportunity for you in the first 6 months of 2022 to get it right. You have the option in 2022 to get it right. That is an amazing thing, because if you can do that in 2022, the first 6 months working purposefully, that's an amazing thing. If you can be very clear and strategic about your why, and if you're in a season of redefining your why, this is definitely for you. Now, inside of the Problem Slayer Academy, there's a lot of different things that we offer, and I'm excited about it because what I did was I tested out with my clients and I asked them in 2021, what are the things that are going to make you great? What are the resources that you need, and how can we get you there quickly? Because that's the goal. Like, how do we get you there quickly? And so inside of the Problem Slayer Academy, it is a 6-month mind, body, business coaching program. And what does that mean? It means that we're not just talking about your business, honey bunches of oats, but we got to work on that mindset, and it's got to be constant. It's got to be a constant thing where we're shaping up the infrastructure of how you think and how you feel about your business. And the second part, that body piece is important, because I know that some of you don't have the time, you don't have the resources to even think about getting healthy, staying healthy, moving your body. And let me tell you this, as a fitness professional for over 20 years, there's no way that you can keep creating amazing, fabulous products and services if you are not fortifying your body and energizing your spirit with wellness and fitness. How you move your body and what you put in your body. And so I'm excited about this process and I'm excited about this program because for me, being a coach, being a fitness professional, being someone that really understands what it's like to work with bodies, right? But also being able to use my degree in nutrition science to be able to say, hey, sis, let's come up with some really quick ways of how we can get this thing done. Let's come up with some really quick ways of some things we can put on your grocery list that you can have accessible to you at all times. We're going to have some amazing workout sessions. We're going to have some amazing mindset shifting sessions. It's going to be an incredibly packed 6 months for you to pick and all the things off the tree that you need from the Problem Slayer Academy. And the reason why I call it the Problem Slayer Academy is because we're going to create ways that you are going to show up as the expert that slays the problems of all of your clients and anyone who is looking for the solutions and the answers that your products and services are delivering. It's going to be an amazing time. Let me tell you that. I'm super, super excited about this. So I want to share with you a breakdown just really quickly as we walk through it. And the link is also in the description. And if you're watching in the listening lounge, then it's above my head. Definitely click and check it out because that mind body business model is something that I'm super proud of. It's actually a model that I came up with when I opened my first Pilates studio 20 years ago. And it was my tagline. It was mind, body, and spirit. So I've always had this thing of how to create movement and growth, incorporating what we do with our bodies, how we feel and think mentally, and how we are feeling spiritually, right? So being interconnected and touching base with all three of those components is going to be powerful for your business this year. Because when you are healthier on the inside, it resonates on the outside. And everything around you magnifies tenfold. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions when it comes to your mind, right? Are you mentally overwhelmed? Do you feel alone in your entrepreneurial journey? Do you feel like nobody is listening? Nobody understands? Do you feel unsure about what direction that you're going in and it keeps you up at night? You're stressed. It may be manifesting itself into stress eating. It may be manifesting itself into not being able to sleep or sleeping too much because we just don't want to wake up to face the new day with the new questions that we need to answer for our businesses, right? Does your mind draw a blank? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel like I don't know where to turn? I don't know which way to go? These are some things that I want you to really think about when you're thinking about my next shift and my pivot and my purpose for my business. What is the purpose for my business in 2022? Because it all starts with that mind and not really the mindset, but emptying out the clutter, right? And really fortifying your mind and your mental. That's what that really means. That's what that really means. Then in terms of your body, let's talk about it. Do you have time? Are you finding time to be able to really etch out how we're going to keep our bodies healthy? Are we finding the time, right? Is your health and wellness suffering at the expense of building your empires and your legacies? Are you itemizing that time out in your calendar? Are you honoring that time out in your day, in your week, right? I get it. My clients, they meet with me once a week or twice a week when I train them in the studios or virtually inside of my online virtual platform. And it is a commitment that they make. It takes time to be able to build up to that commitment. Because we start off hot and heavy, honey, the first couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden life happens. And if that's happened to you, I need you to say in the comment, life happens. Okay. Let me know. Life happens, right? But when life happens, we shift, we pivot. And remember, I've been teaching people fitness for over 20 years. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what condition you're in, it doesn't matter what you think you can or you can't do. You start today. You start today to put yourself first. You start today to put yourself present and accounted for. Would you like to learn how to add fitness and healthy nutrition into your normal day-to-day effortlessly? I don't want you to think that it's another job. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by it. We're going to do it piece by piece. We're going to do it so minimally that you're not even going to realize that we're doing it. It's just going to be a part of your everyday, because that's how it should be. It should just be a part of your every single day. And then when it comes to your business, are you struggling to create content that really reflects who you are as a business and a brand? What is your visual brand voice? Huh? What did I just say? Your visual brand voice? What? That's what I teach my clients. I teach them how to create their visual brand voice, because at the end of the day, what your visuals should sound like something when someone sees it, right? Whether it's your images, whether it's your video content, your presence, how you show up should sound like something. And it should also affect some type of emotion that connects with your core clients. Do you lack the systems to shift your growth into start mode? Are you tired? Are you overwhelmed? Do you not know what to do next in your business? Is that how you feeling? Because if that's how you're feeling when it comes to your business, the Problem Slayer Academy has some slots for you. I have about 6 more slots, and then I'm closing it down. The reason why is because I only want to work with a small number, because that way I can make sure I have my eyes on their businesses, on their mental, right? And able to push them into the greatness that they are dreaming for, yearning for, hoping for in 2022. So it's going to be a powerful program. When I tell you I'm excited about the mind body business model, I am excited about my mind body business model, because it's been such a powerful year for me. Such a powerful year for me. My purpose has been recreated and recreated again in 2021, because I just kept moving and I kept pushing. And I had the help of a team, and I had the help of my coaches. And so for me to be able to do that for my clients and to help them move, they have experienced such growth and such success in their businesses in 2021. I'm amazed and I'm absolutely floored and speechless that I've been able to work with so many different types of business owners that are affecting change in the world in so many different ways with their products and their services. Oh, I can't even tell you how excited I am about 2022. Like, I met with my clients yesterday, and we are all like this, bursting at the seams of the possibility of what it can be. And so if that's you and you're ready, then the Problem Slayer Academy is definitely available to you. And the reason why I say it's available to you is because all you have to do is just say, I'm ready. I mean, that's it. You just got to say, I'm ready. When you say, I'm ready, then it is what it is. When you say it's time, then it is what it is. When you say, I'm ready for my purpose, then it is what it is. And so you have to make sure that you are running on all cylinders. You have to make sure that you are getting fortified and you're getting strengthened. You have to make sure that the purpose that you set for yourself has a plan, and that you're working with clear strategy, and that you have the support that you need. But also, when it comes to the mind body business model of the Problem Slayer Academy, right? I want you to also understand that if you are building an amazing business, but you're not healthy enough to enjoy it, is it really an amazing business? If you are building an amazing legacy, but you are too tired to reap the benefits of that, is it really an amazing business? Take the time to work on you. Take the time to focus on you comprehensively. Take the time to understand that I've got to kind of put some things in order with my business. And this is what I want it to look like, right? We had our annual marketing planning session last night. That session is waiting for you when you join. We are creating images and video marketing that attracts using your visual brand voice. We are defining that on day one. What does that visual brand voice look like, sound like? And how are we going to implement that throughout the entire time of our content creation? How we speak and what we look like and how we resonate to other people, right? We're going to learn the SEO finesse. That's search engine optimization. Because let me tell you, you can be the baddest in the land, but if nobody can find you so they can pay you, I don't know how bad you are, but we're going to get you there, because not only are you going to be fly and flawless, but you're going to get found. Fly, flawless, and found in these internet streets. We're going to have weekly wellness and fitness sessions. I have a fitness portal that is waiting for you. Fitness portal that is waiting for you with workouts that you can take at your leisure. Plus, once a month, we will go live together collaboratively, because it takes a community to be able to really push through, right? Some workouts are 15 minutes, some workouts are 30, and some workouts are 45. But hey, you get to pick and choose where you are and the levels that you're at. And we are going to build that up together. We have some VIP days coming up. I'm excited because I'm working with other entrepreneurs where we're able to really collaborate and give you more understanding of how to grow you inside of your business. This is not just about your business. This is about you as the entrepreneur. And then you get an incredible discount to join the Marketing Reset Retreat in Puerto Rico. The retreat has been moved from February to July of 2021 because of that Omicron. But hey, let me tell you something. We're going to be great in Puerto Rico this summer. It is on and popping. I have about 3 spaces left for that. So what you get and how you move through 2022 can be amazing. It can absolutely be flawless. It's up to you if that's something that you want. All you have to do is click on the link that's in the description and check it out. But also, let me tell you, Habari Gani, which means what's the news? The news of the day is NIA, purpose. But the news of the day is that you have 2 more days, today and tomorrow, to pay for any of your business expenses, to expense them out for the year of 2021. So don't delay. Get that business tax credit, pay for that training, and save money on those taxes while you're at it. NIA means purpose. What is the purpose of your business in 2022? Do you need help redefining what that looks like, what that feels like? Do you need help understanding and dissecting what didn't work in 2021? Do you need help creating and crafting your visual brand voice? Do you even know what others are saying about you and your business when you're not in the room? It's time for you to get the help, the support that you need. It takes a village, and 2022 is your year to create your village for your business. So I can't wait to work with you. We've got 2 more days to celebrate Kwanzaa. Saturday is the last day, which is my birthday. We are partying for 2 straight hours from 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure that you stay connected. Follow us on the Clubhouse streets. Also, make sure that you are following the Facebook group, the Facebook business page, and the YouTube, so you can get notifications. Tomorrow, day 6, Kuumba, which means creativity. I got some creative sisters that are going to be joining me on the stage tomorrow as we really dissect how creative did they get in 2022. Excuse me. Get some water. And to give you some ideas of how you can become creative yourself inside of your business. I'm your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and this is day 5 of the Kwanzaa celebration, the business edition. Have an amazing day. Do something special for yourself. And remember, your homework today is to sit and think about the purpose of your business and your brand. How do you want that to move in 2022? And if you're ready to grow and build your business and save money on this tax season, go ahead and spend that money. And this incredible discount, because after my birthday, prices go back to the regular standard price. Okay. All righty. Have an